We're going to jump over now and take a closer look at training mode, right? Which you mentioned briefly. I also want to note that we're going to do this is a double demo here. We're not only are we going to show off training mode for the first time, but we're going to pick Behemoth, our new multiplayer map for this preview, as the backdrop, which I think some folks have seen this a little bit, maybe in the trailer earlier this year. We put some concept out on Monday, but I love this map. It's also brings vehicles back to the arena for the first time in a while, so that's a really interesting new twist. But let's turn over to your point of view here, David, if you want to kind of take us through
training mode on Behemoth. Should go pretty quick. There's a loading screen, beautiful loading screen. And here we are on Behemoth, which is a 4v4 arena map with vehicles. So as you said, it's super exciting to have vehicles back in the arena space. To me, it just helps bring extra variety into that 4v4 experience. So the first thing I'm going to do, so training mode, it's a pretty simple experience once you get in here and play it, but it's hard to kind of communicate it. It's an unlimited bot slayer match. You can go in at any time and hit the pause menu, and this is differentiation. You see this setting here, training options. Players might have seen a hint of this before in earlier trailers, and in here you can go in, customize your loadout to whatever you want it to be. So I'm giving myself a sniper rifle, maybe a BR as well. I'm going to go, let's stick with the frag. You can do primary, secondary grenades, set the equipment. I'm going to give myself the grapple shot. Because I want to show off the map, I'm going to go in here. You can set the number of friendly and enemy bots, and that goes, 0 all the way up to 3 for friendly bots or 4 for enemy bots. You can tweak their difficulty as well. Reveal enemy location. Basically what this does is it puts a little nav point marker over every enemy on the map, so you can actually see where they are through walls. That's super useful if you just want to, because the bot behavior is dynamic, you don't actually control it. If you wanted to focus on your accuracy and things like that, I found that to be a really useful tool. Play fighting is sort of similar to the experience in the tier 3 weapon drills where the bots will engage in their combat behaviors, but they won't actually shoot at you. I'm going to leave that off because, at least when I'm playing, I like them shooting at me, because if you're getting descoped and stuff, you can kind of learn how to play around that. I'm going to turn infinite ammo on. And there's this other little feature at the bottom. We're going to ignore that. That's just, for streaming. I don't need that. I don't need that. It's just, just something for the kids.
Wait, so you're on recruit difficult? Well, you turned the bots off for now.
The bots are off right now. So I'm just going to hop over here. You see man cannons.
Yeah, let's give the community what they want. I assume people would love to get a closer look at this map. So I think maybe you're going to give us a little tour.
Yeah, so I'm going to just drive over here because I found that the skybox in this map is just
it's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely gorgeous. It's a good mixture of this sort of desert terrain, Forerunner aesthetic, palm trees. What more can you want? It looks fantastic. I love the new kind of Forerunner aesthetic we're using in this game. So the map's kind of I kind of see it as a little bit of Sand Trap. You have the aesthetic, good vehicle play, a little bit of Valhalla with the 2 bases, although in this case the bases actually face away from one another. But you have this ring on the outside. You can just drive around. It's just fun to do laps, help to pick up buddies on flag runs. It's a super fun space to drive around. I'm also going to pop up here, so give you a little demo showing off the base. There's 2 levels of the bases. There's a grav lift from the lower level. So man cannons, grav lifts, warhogs, oh my, it's the best Halo stuff. It's everything I love about Halo. And I want to give a shout out to Tyler Insrud, who was the level designer on this map. He's just done a great job from the very first take on it. I've just fallen in love with this level. So you have this little path down the middle, which is a great shortcut.
Love the sneaky path.
But you better be prepared, because you can get shot from every single angle. So if you're coming down here with a flag, just be prepared. And yeah, so this map's it's just a lot of fun. And I know when we showed it off for the first time, a lot of players thought perhaps it was a BTB map. So, but it's designed around 4v4. A lot of opportunities for, using your grapple shot, using vehicles. Vehicle play is just super great. But also if you're on foot, you have a lot of opportunity for grabbing cover and doing your best. So I'm going to turn the bots back on so I can train for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the friendly bots on, enemy bots.
I mean, Marine difficulty, you can do a little better than that, right?
I think we can. Let's bump it up to Spartan and see what we can do.
As Sarah pointed out, the bots are a little more lethal now. They've been training hard since July as well.
That's right. So the bots are back, and you see they join. I think I turned the Trying to remember if I turned the reveal enemy location on. Let me just double check that to make sure, because I think that's gonna help the time to combat come in.
Okay, so now you got a little extra intel.
Oh, so they just used the shock grenade on me. I'm gonna retreat.
Right out of the bat.
I'm gonna retreat and run away.
By the way, you know, the same arcing effect the shock rifle generates, that the dynamo grenade is going to do the same thing. To great effect, I might add.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna swap to plasma. Where did you come from? For the record, oh wait, I was gonna say I haven't died, but I forgot. I said it's deathless. I was feeling pretty good about myself.
Yeah, you haven't died. Imagine that.
That first encounter, I felt like I should have died there. So I'm just gonna grab cover here. Not doing too good. I'm gonna try to escape.
These guys are relentless.
Yes, you see how quickly they're gonna shred my shields.
You know, so as I'm just gonna update something. I'll mention something that Sarah spoke to in her segment. You know, once the bot arena playlist is live in the flight, it'll be a mix-up of different difficulties on the opposing squad, right? So this is great. If you just want to come in here and warm up, by the way, you can do it. Lots of opportunities to do that, including customizing the difficulty. So
they're using the shock rifle.
They are. Well, it's good.
That's my favorite thing. I don't know if anyone noticed. Like they looked like they were going to take me down, and I just swapped to make sure I had rockets, and that always feels good that you have the upper hand. It's not cheating too. It's the mode.
You know, another thing that I didn't really mention at the outset, which we did mention in the blog yesterday, is when the flight does go live. You know, one thing that's going to be different this time around is we're going to have specified play times.
Yep.
So we have essentially the plan is that we'll have 2 4-hour windows each day where matchmaking will be available. Now, outside those windows, though, you will still be able to play weapon drills and academy. So this training mode will be available 24/7 for the duration of the flight.
Come on, that was a pretty good shot. Give me some credit for that one.
It wasn't bad.
Whiffed on that one. But it's funny. You can just pop in here. You can tailor the experience however you want. I'm going to use this grav lift here, which is a classic sneaky route. Also, you get to turn the infinite ammo. Not only gives you infinite ammo, you might notice I have infinite grenades. I also have infinite equipment charges.
Oh, fun.
So if you want to live out your arachnid superhero fantasy, you can do that. I'm not going to do it because I'm not as good as some of the guys around here that can basically just grapple all the way around the map. He doesn't know I have rockets. Oh, whiffed.
Are you still deathless?
I am totally still deathless. It makes me look good, though. I feel like the audience might have forgotten at this point. But this is also a good opportunity, and I should point out, I'm not doing it here, which is terrible, to just learn the map, learn the weapon placement, stuff like that, in a way that you're in control of.
Oh, you were definitely super combined there, by the way.
No doubt about that. But yeah, at any point, you can go in here, hop back in here, adjust anything you want to. I'm going to make myself not deathless so you can see how quickly I'm going to die. It's going to be painful.
I feel like with training mode, I could finally maybe make my own montage of just doing sick plays. It would be
honestly,
that's deathless against recruit bots.
That's one
I
of the things
I can do a cool montage.
I'm looking forward to that. I think this is going to be a place where people can just really experiment with the sandbox, see how far they can push it, and try to actually do that for reals when the game comes out and do something crazy.
Yeah. By the way, they did melt you. You weren't joking.
One thing I should mention that I didn't mention weapon drills. We have updated some of the quick tips to do a better job of communicating weapons with alt fire. For example, the Ravager, you can hold the fire button down and it'll do damage over time. So I think I'm going to get one more kill. One more kill and then we'll
take us out on a high note. Do something truly epic here. No pressure.
Oh, I didn't get credit for that, but I think my friendly bot must have gotten the kill. Here we go.
That's a team game, right? Oh no! Look at that.
I'm going to get one kill.
Pesky shady
If I die
seal.
again, we'll call it, and I will exit the stream in shame.
I mean, we could just keep going. We'll be here all night.
I don't think anyone wants that. I
There
just
you
put
go.
the controller down.
That's a good one.
I got a kill.
A good one to end on.
Call it there.
So yeah, again, to reiterate, training mode and the weapon drills, for that matter, both be included in this upcoming preview. Both will be available for play pretty much all the time from the moment the build is released all the way till the time the flight is turned off. So encourage folks to jump in, run it through its paces. All the available maps will be selectable through the training mode. I believe Behemoth may not come online until a little bit later. Similar to last time, we might be staggering some of that content to kind of keep the experience fresh. But suffice it to say, by the end of that first weekend, you would be able to jump in and also play Behemoth as well. So, David, before we wrap up and switch over to BTB, any sort of parting comments or final thoughts you'd like to share with our community today?
Well, it's definitely one of those, as people get hands-on with training mode for the first time, always love ideas. Like as a designer, I want to know what people like, what they don't like. Also, if there's features that don't exist in there that would help them, I want to know about that as well, because we'll add it to our backlog and see if we can add it in there. We already have like a long list of stuff that we want to do. Sarah and the bots team have talked about actually adding more granular difficulty controls to training mode. Maybe you can do different difficulty when you're friendly bots, enemy bots. Really make it a whole sandbox you can experiment and play. Also, maybe down the line, we want to allow you to go in with friendly human teammates in a training mode. That's something we want to do down the line. So we're just excited for people to get hands-on and see how they use it.
Cool. Well, I'm excited as well. I can't wait. In fact, one thing I'm going to do in training mode right away, I don't think I personally really got my sensitivity dialed in last time. It's a little bit different in this game, right? So. Yeah. Training mode is a perfect opportunity for me to kind of tweak a little bit, take some shots, and kind of do that in a safe environment and sort of hopefully improve my game by the end of this next preview.
I was seeing people do that weapon drills in the last tech preview, and I think that's last thing is I'll just close out that there's a clear progression we kind of think about as we're onboarding players. Kind of start with the tutorial, go to weapon drills, go to training mode, then bot arena, and at that point, you should be fully prepared for matchmaking and playing Halo Infinite with your friends.
Or start in ranked if that's your fancy, right?
Yeah, that's also an option for you.